So this edition of Monday Night Raw was basically about the draft, about the shakeup, about the separation of the roster, and everything leading up to it. The show begins with Steph O'Mac coming out and then Shane O'Mac coming out. And then they introduced... Damn it. Oh, okay, look. I don't think it's right to have commissioners and general managers. But, okay, since they want to do it like this and keep the competition going and to have people go head-to-head, fine. All right. So Stephanie McMahon introduces Mick Foley. Now, that's going to kind of that kind of confuses me due to her husband, Triple H. How is that going to end up? How is Triple H going to fit in with Foley? Because they have a big, strong, fucked up history. I don't know how they're going to coexist when or if Triple H ever comes back. I just don't. Is Triple H eligible for the draft? I don't think so, since he's the COO. But Shane O'Mac introduces, yes, man, Daniel Bryan. It's great to see him back. And it's kind of fitting for those two to be, in command of those shows because, of course, they have a lot in common. And they addressed that later on in the show. They had a lot in common as far as being underdogs, as far as taking on authority figures, as far as being WWE champion, and never thought that they could ever be champion. But that segment was pretty cool, but it leads to a lot of questions leading up to the draft. Now, yeah, I will cover the draft, and because to see who goes where is going to be very fucking interesting. And just to see who goes where may be, incorporated of what's going to happen at Battleground. Battleground is a very key pay-per-view as far as this draft is concerned because there's going to be certain winners. And whoever's going to win one match, I guarantee you, whoever wins another match is going to be totally fucking different because of the draft. Because here's the thing about it. If you're going to have all these championship matches at Battleground, that's going to decide on which champion. The draft will decide which champion is going to go to what show. Let's think about this. You have Darren Young versus The Miz at Battleground, and then you have Rusev versus Zack Ryder. One winning, depending on where they're drafted, is going to determine the other championship. I don't think they'll have both championships on one show. I don't think that's going to happen. So Battleground is going to be the key. Come on. They're going to have the draft, and then they're going to have Battleground. And fucking, that's going to really be the end-all, be-all as far as the separation. So, you have Sami Zayn and Cesaro versus Jericho and Kevin Owens, which the faces pull it off due to a roll-up, which is a good fucking send-off as far as saying, okay, because, let's face it, again, this tag team match most likely won't happen again. If it does, it's not going to be for a long fucking time because of the draft. And that's going to set up. It perfectly sets up Owens versus Zayn at Battleground, and I'll make a prediction video about Battleground. But this is just for Monday Night Raw. Okay, what really fucking confused me is Darren Young beating Alberto Del Rio, and it confused me. And the only reason why Darren Young won is because the Jizz stuck his nose in where it didn't fucking belong. Alberto Del Rio did have him beat. But they're trying to make Darren Young great again, even though he's never been great the first time as far as a singles wrestler. And I don't think that Darren Young is going to get the Intercontinental Championship. That's just me, because I don't know. But if he does, that will be a big fucking surprise to me, and I will eat my fucking words, okay? I will. I will admit that I was wrong right in front of this fucking camera here. I mean, damn. I don't know. I just don't know. Big-ass tag team match. 12-man tag team match. The Club, the Wyatts, against Cena, Enzo, and Cass in the New Day. The heels took this match, and it was a very good match, very good structure, very good fucking setup. And I think that there are all kinds of splits that are going to be going on due to the draft. We may see the Club break up. We may see Enzo and Cass break up. They could break up the fucking New Day. Even, I don't understand why they would fucking do that. The New Day are the tag team champions, but okay, the rules of the draft, I'll explain that later. When I cover the draft, I'll explain the rules. Baron Corbin beats Sin Cara. Duh. Okay. It wasn't going to be. And then he takes out fucking. Baron Corbin takes out the Lucha Dragons. You know, all right. Shit. Okay, Kalisto comes down and Baron Corbin takes him out. Okay, what was the fucking point of that? I don't see any point. I don't see any purpose. I don't see where it's going to go anywhere. It was just a sneak attack, okay? So Sasha and Becky beat Charlotte and Dana by disqualification when Natalya comes down and attacks. All right. Becky will face Natalya at Battleground. But Sasha is not getting a title shot against Charlotte. That pisses me off. It's going to be a tag team match. That pisses me off. There should be a one-on-one match for this women's championship. Oh, fuck. Again, what if Sasha and Charlotte gets trapped into two different fucking shows? Then Sasha will never get her fucking title shot unless, again, they bring the Divas belt back. That's fucking stupid to me. It just is, okay? I don't see why there's not a fucking title shot there at Battleground. But yeah, that match ended by a DQ, so it really doesn't really fucking mean anything. It just doesn't. So you have Rusev and Sheamus go against Zack Ryder and Dolph Ziggler, which the heels won. Fine. And then you have Zack Ryder going against Rusev at Battleground. Does anyone think Zack Ryder has a chance at the U.S. title? They may do the underdog thing, but I just don't think... Okay, look. Again, I will eat my fucking words if Zack Ryder becomes the United States champion. Look, I just don't think it's going to happen, but again, I've been proven wrong before. I would most likely, yeah, I will be proven wrong again. But about this, that's a high maybe. So, the highlight of the night and the best match of the night was the WWE Championship, which they're calling the WWE Championship. They're not calling it the WWE World Heavyweight Championship anymore because of the draft. And they may split up the titles, and again, they may bring back this. Bring back this. I mean, this fucking beautiful, man. If they bring back that, fine. But I think they're just going to bring back the WWE. They're going to make another Phoenix Wright spiky-haired WWE Championship with a blue swoosh underneath. That's my opinion. But, again, that match ends in a fucking draw because they both pinned each other at the same time, which was the only way that match could have ended without any interference. And Stephanie declares that Steph is the winner, and no, Dean Ambrose is still WWE Champion because of the draw. And it was a good fucking match, good structure, good spots of the match. They knew each other very well, and it showed. Now, again, are they going to stay in the same show? I don't think so. I think they're going to split up, and Roman Reigns is either going to go on Raw and SmackDown, to accommodate one of them. I just think that at this point in time, I don't see the point of keeping the Shield on one fucking brand. I don't see that. This is going to separate them. Whoever wins this championship is going to be the carrier of that show, whichever show that they go. I just don't think that... Okay. Roman Reigns better not get this fucking championship back. He better not. Okay? They should keep it with Dean Ambrose and have Dean Ambrose go forward. But I think that they will give it to Seth Rollins for some fucking reason. I just don't know. Yeah. Again, that was Monday Night Raw. And most of it was about the draft. Okay, another highlight of the night was the New Day, Enzo, Cass, Cena, and the Club. Their battles on the microphone. That was pretty good. And, I mean, damn it. The draft. I will cover that. But in my opinion, it's just Battleground is going to be the separator besides the draft. So I will cover that, and I would like to get your opinions about this Raw, and when I cover the draft, and when I make my predictions about Battleground. I don't know. Maybe this is the shakeup that we need. But at the same time, if they fuck this up, there's not going to be any way back. I don't think that SmackDown's going to get a good roster. Not compared to Raw, because Raw is the flagship show. Who knows? So drop kicks, body slams, throw motherfuckers over the top rope. Both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. This is the theme, and I'll see you in a bit. Credits.